Greetings, everybody. Haven't posted a video in a while because I haven't had any subjects, so to speak, but had a little incident here over the weekend. So something came up that I think pertains to everybody in Lake House Cove or anybody that has an alarm system in the state of Florida or any place for that matter. So let's take a look and I'll show you what I got. Okay, it had to do with my alarm. If you see that little square thing right there, or triangle, I'm sorry, right there, it's yellow. What that means is that the battery, the backup battery for the alarm system is low, and it just makes a faint beep when the alarm is on. But when that thing turns red, when the battery is totally dead for whatever reason, it kind of makes a similar noise, I'm told, like a smoke detector going off. And you guys all know when that happens, it's always 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, to avoid having that happen, I did a little research and found out the following. This also pertains just to people in Lake House Cove or anywhere that have a safe house security system, and that's the majority of the people here in Lake House Cove. But in any event, the backup battery for that system is inside that box. And there's the backup battery. And there's the plug, the electric plug that keeps it charged. So the only reason typically that this would go bad or not, you'd have to replace it if it wasn't being charged, is because of an extended power outage. And then when you plugged it back in, it would charge it back up. But these batteries typically only last, from what I'm told, 3 to 5 years. This battery is 6 years old, so I'm not taking any chances. I'm just going to replace it. So what I did is I went to Batteries and Plus, which is on Route 70 in Lakewood Ranch Boulevard, and I bought a new 7 amp battery, which will match that. I'll show you, I'll put it in, and we'll check and see if the light goes out. So when you go to replace the battery, there's 2 wires. One here, one there. They just slip on there very easy. The battery's not clamped down. It's just usually sitting in there. If you have a different system, it may be a little different configuration, but this is typically the same battery. So the key thing, though, in case you don't know, which I'm sure most people do, there's a red and there's a black. The black typically is negative. The red is positive. And the wires red wire should go to the positive and the black wire should go to the negative. It may not be the case. They could be the same color, but just pay attention and make sure wherever you take it off as, whatever one you take off the positive on the old battery, put it to the positive of the new battery, common sense, and kind of go from there. And the battery's been replaced. No more light. Just to be clear about something, the little indicator, the little triangle here, is a troubleshooting light. I failed to tell you before that it's not necessarily only the battery. If it's yellow, it means there's a problem. If it's red, there's a bigger problem, and it'll be indicated on the screen up here. I didn't show you that, but when this was yellow and it's set up here, it told me on my screen anyway that the battery was low. If there was something else wrong, like perhaps there's a window open or something and you don't have that window bypassed, you go to put your alarm on, that thing should turn red. So that's your indicator light. There's a problem of some nature. So in this case, it was the battery. It told me on the screen. So there you have it. The battery's replaced. And again, if you have a different kind of alarm system, there's still a backup battery. So if you have some kind of a light or indicator, and that's what your problem is, the batteries only last 3 to 5 years, I'm told. Mine was over 6, so I got a lot of use out of it, but it'll solve a big problem. And it was not that expensive. The battery is $50. The alarm company is going to charge you over $100 just to come out to your house and just sell you a battery. So you can choose to do it that way or do it yourself. Have fun.